Scotland's carers are facing a make-or-break moment, having to choose, it's claimed, between their careers and caring due to a lack of support from employers and social care.
That's the warning from Carers Scotland, who found 3/4 of carers were forced to give up opportunities at work, with many leaving their professions for good to look after loved ones. Here's our political reporter, Laura Alderman.
I love you. You love Mummy?
Unconditional love is what keeps Carolyn going. Her daughter Freya has complex needs and requires round-the-clock care. But 6 years ago, Carolyn was forced to give up a career in software engineering to look after Freya full-time.
I remember having a conversation with a social worker and saying to her, you know, would you be able to support me to continue with my career? Because it's really important to me that I still have my job, because that's all I have left of my life. It makes me feel quite sad when I think about it. And she turned round to me and said, we're not here to be childcare providers. And, you know, at that point I knew that that was the end of my career.
Carolyn is now back working part-time, but it's taken years to get here.
Just never felt valued throughout this whole journey. I've started to feel valued now, though.
Switch you on.
Thousands of carers like Peter juggle careers with caring, but it can be a struggle. He looks after his wife Amy, who has MS.
Before we went to flexible working, I was finding it more and more tiring and more difficult to continue work and caring, and I was starting to have a few days off ill, and it was basically because I was too tired to actually even contemplate working.
Amy now has carers in 4 times a day, giving Peter a much-needed break.
Companies need to try and find a way of balancing it so they can manage to keep the people who are carers, because let's face it, there's lots of vacancies out there and they could be losing experienced people.
Peter and Carolyn's experiences are all too common, as new research from Carers Scotland found 3/4 of carers were forced to give up work opportunities because of their caring role, and 1 in 8 were at risk of leaving work altogether due to a lack of social care support.
Government really needs to invest in social care to enable carers to continue to care and to continue to remain in paid work.
The Scottish Government says it's invested £28.5 million in local support for unpaid carers. But as the staffing crisis within social care worsens, striking that balance between career and carer could become impossible. Laura Alderman, STV News.